Okay, we're live. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Where is it? There it is, speakers. Just so I can hear the pings when people subscribe. Hey. So, it's good to be back in the game. I'm just opening up all my windows because of... There's 3 different windows, and I should probably have an actual screen that starts up. Let's open up that one. We'll turn that one on, please. Save. Okay. All right. We're good. We've got our 3 chat windows. So, now. Oh my goodness. I almost shook my drink bottle, and it almost went everywhere. Spooky. Welcome to the stream. We've got Dennis. We've got Leo. Oh my goodness. We've got the crew back. The crew's back. We're back, baby. Yeah. Okay. So, actually, let's talk about it. So, I've been playing with a few things. So, I'm trying to build a bit of a texture atlas. And that's because I've been trying to build a bit of a city kitbashing set, which I should have probably opened beforehand. Now you guys are probably going to tell me, hey, the stream's not working. Joe 3D Man, welcome. Awesome. I'm glad. Vertex Bird, welcome. Too tired to make a ruckus? Yes, well. It is 10 to 10 at the moment. Daylight savings has happened. I'm back. Beautiful. Thank you, good sir. So, as I was saying, I've been building a kitbashing set offline, I guess. And this is actually part of the stuff that we were doing earlier. Blender takes forever to load. What are we hauling in space? So, it will probably be this short-range fighter. I need one more fighter. I need one more. And then I think I'm set for a bit. But building this set, and for those of you who are on Discord, you might have seen some of these images. So I was kind of mucking around with doing a UV unwrap on a vending machine. I went ahead as well and actually created some fake cans. And so this is obviously stuff that we can scatter around as trash, so on and so forth. There is a bit of an Easter egg on these cans. So once I put them up, I'll probably put them up on Patreon and Gumroad for free, so you can download them there. This is just kind of like a small little thing. Did create an atlas of this as well. So if I go into shading, that one. And so this is kind of like my little sheet that I made. And so I built all the cans around that. But anyway, we'll talk about that a little bit later. The other thing as well is that I created some concrete DreamUV. So normally with DreamUV textures, we've always got metal. But now we've got like a concrete one, which is great. So this is how I was able to build this scene. I was actually showing my son me using Blender. He's like, whoa, you're so quick. And I'm like, yeah, well, 11 years, buddy. 14 years, buddy. And then hotspot that puppy. And then you can see how now we've kind of really applied that UV unwrap super quick. Love it. Sucker lemon energy drink. Oh, that's clever. So it's not a ship today. No, it is a ship. Yes. We're just kind of going through some of the stuff that we've been doing. Anyway. So, been building all these assets because I think on stream we built kind of like these 6 things to try and get the default. But then I've started going a bit further. Like, for instance, I was making a basket. Oops, go in solid mode. Made a bit of a basket. Then we made some vending machines, Alt H. So, these are the old ones. And here are some new ones. Sign, lights, and then put some horizontal signage as well, and then just some stuff to put on like the roof and such, and this is the roller door. So just really trying to build up this set, and then this can go out as well. Gray's Market ship. What? Don't make this mistake. We're building Sci-Fi spaceships in Blender. The mistake is building buildings instead. Yes. True. However, I actually probably need a city scene, so that's why I built it. All right, done. Let's get into the main. Now, we did build this ship previously. And I brought this ship in just as a bit of a reference point on size and scale. So I do want another small ship, but I love that this has a whole bunch of hard angles. And that's what we're going to be kind of going for. How are we going to achieve it? I don't know. But we'll work it out. Okay, so let me just start off with getting this character into position. And we will go into pose mode, select everything, delete. There we go. Okay, sir. Whoops. Just put you where you belong, like so. Doesn't matter where those go. Control C, Control Shift V. You will come like this. Just so kind of like everything is similar is the idea behind this. Also, for those of you who aren't following along at home, I actually have been posting a little bit more in reference images on the Discord. So if we jump over into here, like here was a nice shipping container that I came across. I'm like, yeah, I'll take a photo of that. Cool. It's like, is it personal information? No, that's fine. And then there was another good photo that I took. No, these are all brilliant by Rogan. Yeah. So these are just kind of like some old ones. Look how grimy and gritty this is. I got to work out how to extract those kinds of like textures. All this dust and dirt. And this is a console for a CNC machine. So I went like, yep, got to get that stuff. Did I get anything else? These images here are from the glass factory here in Canberra. And so they've got kind of like a public viewing space. Mr. Emerger, welcome. And so I kind of took some reference photos there. I'm like, I like these pipes. Where do you get the HDRI and texture reference images? Which one? This one here. This is from Midjourney. Bit of prompting. All right, so let's kind of now get this guy in. Beautiful. Sit like that, mate. We've got what we want. Now, let's work backwards. I'm going to hide the small ship. Start off with mesh, cube, and we're going to kind of like block this out. You do realize AI will replace you. It's a matter of time. Matter of not. Can't be replaced if you do this for your own creative fun and joy. Exactly. Exactly. Completely agree. This is not my full-time job. I would have loved to have been, but it is not. So yeah, this is always fun. Always like the rivets on my metal. Oh, hang on. Whilst this one here. I have been updating. Someone just joined. Who was that? No Hawk, welcome to the stream. Yes, so if I go over to this blend file, so I've been working on this one again. This ship, love this ship, so nice. But I have actually been going around and putting in rivets into each of those points as well, just to kind of add that little bit of extra life. So I think that's built up the ship quite a bit, and it just looks much better as well. So I'm pretty chuffed about that. And so this is going to be kind of like the hero ship for the web series. Marco, get back. Okay. Don't have too much of a plan. Alt R, rotate X, 90, Y. I don't have too much of a plan, but we are just going to kind of just slap something together and then we'll extrude. Always the first important thing is to block. Block. Shut up, you're tired. Let's go V to rip, Control L, delete vertices. And then we'll make sure we throw in that mirror modifier. There is no screencast keys. Now there is. Okay. How are we going to do this? We'll keep the box version. So obviously this ship here is going to be a lot more square. A lot more harsher with the angles, which is okay, which is exactly what we're going for. And then we will pull it out something like this. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Thinking what is going to be the best way? Because we kind of want... Maybe we'll do it this way. Delete our ploppers. Delete faces. Turn on clipping. Because we kind of want this to come back. Right back. This comes here-ish. This comes here. And then we have something like that. I don't like the fact that it's so close to his face. Because it's meant to go like this. Yeah, there we go. That's... This is why we are blocking. Curious if it would be possible to mimic rivets into a DreamUV material. Yes. Yes, it could be. I will do that. But what color? Because then I'd have to do it on all of it. But maybe, maybe we can apply a second DreamUV that's transparent over the top. Maybe. That's actually not a bad idea. No. Oh, that's a really good idea. Remind me for that one. Yes. I will create DreamUV material where we can add in rivets as kind of like a separate BDSF. Perfect. Easy. Not a fan of rivet spaceships. Make them look outdated. Yeah, so, and this is kind of like that question of what's the style. So there are 3 different styles that I've got going at the moment. We've just seen that one. This one here is going to be more, streamlined, stealth bomberish. And then there's another junk version that I've got. Thought you said 3 weeks. Lol, lurking. My bank called this morning and said that there's been some suspicious bulk buying of aftershaves on my bank account. They think my card has been cloned. All right, I got to remember that one. I know some people that would like that. Okay, let's go here. That's good. We're going to do this and then this, F. And then we'll grab that, F, okay? So we have that piece there. Just trying to think what is going to be the best way. Let's go something like that. We'll go F, F, F. That actually worked out really well. I'm going to pull this. Then that and that can come in. I do like the harsh angles. And then what does this look like if we go X? GG. This is going to be an ugly triangle, but that is okay because that's the kind of like style that we can go for. Are these like yuck triangles, I guess? Because you have to remember we're not copying this, we're just using it as a guide. Then can we suck this in a bit? It's an interesting shape there. Front end looks okay-ish. Let's bring that in now. Ooh. Not bad of a shape. Let's just kind of like expand on that for now. Maybe edge loop through here. GG. Maybe bring that one up, bring it that one there, that one there. And we can snazz that up. Just going to see size comparison. Yep, plenty of space. Awesome. So I'm not sure how this is going to look. So it is going to be a bit of a trial and error, which is fine. This is all that point of experimenting and so on and so forth. Face, just poke them. Alt-J. Yes, I know. I can't remember who taught me that one. Hang on. Alt-J. Nope. Alt-J? What's that Alt-J? Control-J? No. J. Yeah. Someone just joined. Who was that? Gokhan, welcome to the stream. If you're new to the stream as well, please like and subscribe. Follow along. You need GG energy drink too. Look, I've got something at the moment. But we won't go into details. Let's just say I might not be getting to sleep anytime soon. Okay, love this, love this, love this. Let's put an edge loop through there. And yeah, this is really interesting, modeling like this. I don't think, no, that's not right. I think we could bring that up. And we'll come in and later on put in more triangles and such. I want to expand this wing here. Let's go E to extrude. This bit here doesn't work. Whoa, somebody else just joined. What do we got? Mad Jazz, welcome to the stream. That's a cool name. Sucker lemon energy drinks. That is delicious. So we are breaking, a few rules, and that's obviously one's kind of like having clean mesh. But in saying that, it is the kind of like what we are going for. Oh my goodness, stop pressing H. Manage by distance. I've duplicated something. No, it's got to come down. So, yeah, I actually don't know if this is going to work. Okay, let's go scale Z. This line here has to scale. But then maybe what we can do is grab this section and bring it up. Oh man, this is dirty. It's like a KFC Zinger burger dirty. No, I'm not sponsored by KFC. But for those of you who watch Botaniq Boys will understand. Or Gaming in the Can, sorry, not Botaniq Boys. Just want to do a comparative to that one. Yeah, okay, so that's good sizing. We don't have much more room left because I kind of want them the same size, which is fine. Let's hide that. It is an interesting shape. There needs to be a better line here. So it's almost like I want to subdivide these here. No. Yeah, that was right. J. Sacre. Can you not? I'm not in cycles. Hang on. Let's jump back in cycles. 32. Let's go there and there. There. J. So now we've got this line here active. That gives us that. This line here-ish is kind of neat. I like that line that goes into there. Not sure about the wing though. I think the wing is a little bit too wonky for my liking. Pull that back. What the heck was that? Merge by distance. If I go pull that back, that's a nice line. So I'm just trying to find nice lines. I know it's a little bit weird. If you make a face with a bunch of squares, if I make a face with a bunch of squares and then just poke them, delete face, F, Alt, J. I don't know, Shaggy. I would separate base and shapes of the wing and add separate. Yes. So this is. I don't know about that one, Spooky. I don't know why it's not working. GG energy drink. Oh, so many memes. Yeah, this is where now I was going to come in and separate some of this stuff. So let's go Shift D, P, separate by selection. And then this could almost be, oops, no. Let's do that. E to extrude. And then that can maybe open up a bit of a hood. And it's like a big spoiler. I like that idea. E to extrude, scale, Y -1, but we'll scale it something like that, and we'll bring it down. Like I said, we're still playing with shapes. Doesn't hurt to play with the shapes. Scale Z. And then we've got this kind of nice little line. Whoops. And then let's do one more. That is too straight for me. Merge by distance. Almost want to go here. No, let's go here. J. Because if I select 2 points, it'll create an extra mesh. Let's go J through there. Putting a solidify modifier. I know this is looking weird. I hear what you're saying, but I'm not even listening to myself right now. Okay, make a face. Subdivide in squares. Poke face. Okay. I'll trust you. Let's come into here. Right click. Subdivide, subdivide. Alt J. Make a face. Subdivide in squares. Then poke faces in. Right click, subdivide, subdivide. Poke faces. Alt J. I don't know what this Alt J is. I don't know. Is poke faces, is that what you want? I don't know. We'll talk afterwards. I'm sure I'm missing something. I'm sure I'm a donkey. You know it be true. Let's go J. So, yes. Good break. I'll send you a video. Yes, perfect. It was a good break. However, currently in Adelaide, there is an outbreak of algae along the beaches. Which means you can't go to the beach. Which means that sucks. So, yeah, there's that. Copy to selected. Nice and thick. There we go. Okay, what's this going to look like? So I feel like this is almost maybe protective shielding along the bottom. I mean, the shape's not bad. Needs refining. Do like the triangles coming through. I think that is great. I don't know how UV pack. I don't know how UV Pack Master is going to deal with it. Oh, mind you, once we start splitting it up, it should be okay. Yes, correct. From here, I like that. I do almost want E to extrude. And almost kind of like putting a triangle here. Whoops, let's bring that up. No, I just want that piece. No, that doesn't work. Wrong way. It's going to go that way. This comes up. That goes up. Here to here. J. Scale Z 0. That didn't work. Maybe we just keep it like so. Let's go J in there. No, I need to keep just this first area flat. Does it have a good silhouette at the moment? I think it's okay. That looks like a good silhouette. That looks tough. I'm happy with the silhouette, like the overall shape of the ship. Whoa, sorry, I didn't even read over there. Mulla. I started trying to demolish a spaceship a few days ago and had no idea where to start. Yeah, I hear you. That's normally the hardest bit, but what I'm doing at the moment is finding what is that shape, what's the key shapes look like, and then build from there. Yeah, a lot of add-ons. There we go. That's the full list of enabled add-ons. I actually do have quite a few disabled at the moment. Just, I think I'm starting to kill Blender a little bit. So I might, when we move up to Blender 5, I might actually start from scratch. And, yeah, go like that. You know what? I think we need... No, this way. J. That looks nice. I feel like the wings could be further in front. You reckon? I like this shape, and I actually kind of want to accentuate that. Accentuate. Oh, I want to accentuate that shape. Yeah, I see what you're saying. If I bring that forward, does look tougher, like a fat neck. Yeah, and I think, Mark, yeah, I think bringing that forward has now streamlined that out a bit. And then we've got this here. Okay. I think overall, the shape is there. Just do a Control S real quick And I'm just going to bring in some parts before we get into the nitty gritty. Mark on 3D. Kitbashing set. Where are you? Where is she? Engines. I almost feel like this is stealth bomber style engines. Like a straight shooter, maybe. We put it in like so. Let's throw on a mirror modifier. And what I'm going to do is I will always do it off the main body. So there. I mean, it does look tough. I'm half under the idea. Hi. I can't say that name. Do you model? Yeah, so this is all my Kitbashing set. But I might actually remodel this. We'll see. So I'm half thinking of like opening that section up. And then that's just where it's just going to be a whole bunch of just crud in there. Because like in our other ship that we've got, selected objects. Although it didn't really do it, we do have this opening where we've got a whole bunch of guns and so on and so forth, and the underbody has a lot of stuff under it. I'm going for this one to be a little bit more cleaner, but like some of the Star Citizen ships, they've got parts of it that's open, and that's where we put in all the stuff. JK3 Gel, welcome to the stream. I am good. I'm going to call you Hayduk. So, I'm actually pretty chuffed with it. The lines need to be a little bit better though. That's, I think, a bit of a downfall. Let's go there to there, J. This will give us our 4 windows. And if we have a look, yep, gives him plenty of space to look around. That's some good vision. Nice, 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 nice. Nice, good. If I do right click shade auto smooth, we lose a bit of sharpness. So let's go mark sharp. Yeah, nice. Okay, this is working well. Right click mark sharp. Yeah, all right. So that's, let's clear the heart, make it flat. And then we'll come back through and fix that up. Maybe, so this is going to be our cockpit. Just trying to think what's the best way. Let's do a Shift D P separate by selection. There's that piece there. Can I just, excuse me, hide. This one here is going to be cockpit. Now one thing I like to do is I like to create a junk folder. So I can go Shift D, move to new collection. I want to call this junk. And then we're just going to hide junk. So that way, if I make something, the legend is here. All right, fellas. Welcome, Stephen Scott. RS Gaming, hey. Fizzy, hey. Stephen Scott, how are you doing? We have been talking about you for the past couple of weeks, and like the last 2 weeks. I'm wondering how you are. That is an actual genuine question on how you are. All right, let's bring that in. Delete faces, and then we'll grab that, delete faces. Let's grab these. And so now we're actually going to start building a little bit. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Why is that a little bit off? The Ecobotham's going on here. That's weird. Let's bring that down. Tip top. Oh my goodness. I miss you, buddy. Steven, just so you know, I am on 61,000 demos in Rocket League. Just saying. That is all. Okay, let's do... I want to bring this in now, because this actually needs to be smaller and sitting in. And then from here, these are going to be our windows. I'm going to press I. Captain Birdseye. Perfect. Let's get rid of them too. Delete faces. And then we'll grab this edge, G, X. I think my wife has started to show the first signs of dementia. She says she can't remember what she ever saw of me. I agree. I was wondering, in your AMP video, you mentioned an ad called Create. Is it part of the... No. No. So, if I go into Mesh, Landscape, there is kind of like the Create somewhere down here. And then it's just all in here. All that stuff. So from that video. Taking it easy then. So yeah, that's where all that stuff is actually. Some of you were actually asking about that video. I don't know where that video is. DreamUV, building, afterglow, render. Oh, okay, that's Max Hay thing. All right, we'll let that load. But yeah, everything's already there. Okay, what was I doing here? So we were building this up. So from here, with this selected, let's go P, separate by selection. So that's now our glass. We're going to go into add modifier. We're going to go into solidify modifier and make that 0. Whoops. That's what I wanted. Add modifier, generate solidify modifier. And we'll make that 0. And then they'll give us... Looks a little bit bland. I think that's okay. Once we start putting in a little bit of extra pizzazz on it, I think we can get away with it. I'm actually half thinking now, what if I delete that? That works. We can now bring this line down. Scale Z 0. You seem like a problem to me. Scale Z 0. Scale Z 0. Scale Z 0. Okay, just want to make sure that that was flat. We're going to pull this out now a little bit. G to the X. Not the biggest fan. It's right there. It's getting warm. I had to put the fan on. It was a joke. GX. So that gives us that. What we will have to do probably is split this up so that we can add a little bit of extra details into this. So if I go there, that should now be sitting on top of everything. You know what? We'll fix the glass a little bit later. I'm going to go scale, scale, and scale. GG. I hate you. So we'll do this manually. GG. Ah, what the? Scale Y0. We go GG, but we go C. I hate you so much. Something like that. This one here, we'll go GG. What do you mean? GG. 0.03. GG. 0.03. GG. 0.03. 0.03. 0.03. Go backwards. C. 0.03. Or not. Is that flat? It is not. Alright, good. So that's now a little bit thicker. We'll come back to that a little bit later. What do you call a non-existent air conditioning system? Fan fiction. Perfect. Hunter, welcome. Was that you inside the plane? No. Terry? Terry? What are you doing on that account? How do you add a line through the glass, then pull it out like that? So, what? Hang on. I think this is what we're talking about. So if I've got a plane and I want it to go kind of like along this edge, but outwards, I can press C and it'll follow that line indefinitely. So that's just a little tidbit, as they say. An earth-shattering kaboom. I do like how this cuts off. Oh. I reckon what I might do, let's put knife tool, knife wrench, AC. No, go. A. C. There we go. And enter. And I kind of want to pull that up a bit. That means then this can come up a little bit further. And then we've got that. Sudden urge to watch Malcolm in the Middle. Don't know why. Then let's... Ooh. Oh, no, that's fine. And then from here, Control C. No, C. A. Enter. Perfect. And then that now means that we can... We pull that up, just to round it off a smidgen. Hoi doy. Just sent you a video. I will watch that. I am super intrigued about what this is. This Alt-J. GG. Go beyond bounds. Yes. I will see this. Okay, I like that. I like that we've got now this section to work with, just like we have here. I mean, that's a nice reference image, so we can put our little cannons in there, where if we have a look at our other one, we've got our giant big get stuff cannons on the side. So I'm down with that. Go away. So we'll tear that open. Scale Z0. Scale Z0. Scale Z0. Scale. I remember I asked you a question. How do you render with and using a lens distortion node in composition? The problem was that there was no way to remove the background correctly with this node. Remove the background? It's incorrect, but I saw a video 5.0 and they fixed the problem. Alright, sweet. I don't know. I'm glad it got sorted. I'm sorry I wasn't able to fix that then. That's, yeah. I tried my best. Let's go J. Let's go J there. Ooh, no. Let's do that. Push it in a smidgen. That goes like that. Here to here goes J. J. Nice. Oh, that's good. Good, 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 good. Nice clean lines through there. I'm actually pretty chuffed. Now, we don't have an engine intake. Do we have an engine intake on the other one? No, we don't, which is good. Perfect. So we'll keep with that theme, because I think even in the other one, the hero one, we don't have that. What a new... I like geometry nodes. I haven't touched, even though I need to. I know I need to. I think maybe the compositor library, where you can click and drag compositor stuff in. I think that's going to be cool. But then the question is should I be doing that in post? Yeah, so there's that kind of question, what I should be doing there. That's about it, really. Grease pencil, nothing to do with me. Geonodes, nothing to do with me. Hard surface modeling, I haven't seen anything. Sculpting, I haven't seen it. I don't really care. Texturing, I read that taking your bike to work is good for the environment. So I thought, why not? I'm not using the roof rack for anything else. I actually made a video about that. There is an old video where I made about riding my bike. Because I like to ride my bicycle. If I do cycle, it will come up. I'm going to find it now. Show all. Riding my... There we go. Wow, this is an old video. When did I make this? 7 years ago. Control V. Back in the early days. Have you tried popping that image in an AI and see what happens? I'm trying to find running image to 3D running locally. Man, Comfy UI sucks. Never works. I did have it working at one point. Actually, no, I do have a video coming out about AI image generation using one of the tools. Sponsored video. I mean, it pays a little of the bills. Just saying. But yes, I will do a video on that. Okay, so from here, let's go with that. That's nice. That's nice there. Keeping it simple. This here, I do want to open that up. What does that look like? If I go I, delete face. I don't think there's any benefit in that. I think the benefit would be is opening up this section here. So almost like I think actually, you know what, to be fair, I think that's the way to go, is opening up this back section, because this is where all like the core electronics and such are going to be. So if I press I, delete faces, GG. this section here is a little bit yuck. But that's where we can kind of maybe come in, add in a complex greeble. So do I have anything like this? Get stuffed. Oh, like this piece. And then if we just slot that in there, rotate, maybe slide it in like so, and then we'll do a Shift D, rotate 180. Well, actually, no. Let's get rid of you for a sec. Let's scale that up. Rotate Z, Y 180. And then that'll give us like a bit of these greebles here, and that's fine. We can just move that down to clear it out. I think that's a bit too thick. So that gives us that section. And then from here, might even throw something like this in there. So we're just trying to fill that gap at the moment. And I'm not too concerned about like meshes overlapping. I think that'll add, not the clumsiness to it, I think that'll just add a bit more extra pizzazz. Ah, Pat. Let's go something like that. Scale Y0. And then we can go GG. I'm just going to close this up kind of. Merge by distance. F. Nope. Merge by distance. Now we've closed up that space in there, and we can fill it up with some more things. Just going through it real quick. Is there anything else of interest? I mean, this we could probably throw in that one in there. I'm not bothering about being exact at the moment. This is more just putting stuff in there. Nuclear service order. Oh, there we go. Frank Earth, hi. How has being the wacky quirky guy worked out for getting the girls? What? Sorry, I'm just trying to read this message on Shorts. How has being the wacky quirky guy worked out for you getting the girls you want in life thus far? Good. Okay, I'll accept. Yep, good. Buy your shipbuilding. I see 0. Okay. Well, if you really must know, that is correct. My channel is mainly male dominated. At one point, it was 100%. That is fine. Because I love my audience. Kind of resemble the U-2B2 bomber. USB-2 bomber. You reckon? Yes. Okay, that one. I was thinking of the Blackbird. Yeah, I completely agree with that. I think that's the way the ship has kind of like developed in as we kind of be building this. So yeah, I'm going to completely agree with that. You know my name. Yes. I kind of feel that this section here needs to come out wider. This is too thick. GZ. GZ. I want to just real quick, I'm going to grab this material because I don't think it's going to be a DreamUV material. Yeah, let's grab that material. Control V. Sure. Let's go delete that now. This will now become, oh gosh. What was the material called? What was the material called? M external material. M underscore EXT. That one. Let's go UU. Control S to save. Let's go into rendered mode. And then I'm going to click sky. I mean, that is looking fairly tough. Color. No, go into that one. Okay, hang on, I gotta work this out. So, what is this? What are you? You must be edge split. Your cavity. Mum's a cavity. You are that. I'm okay with that. There is also a problem, for example, using the array modifier, make 10 cubes, and also another curve modifier. Then I specifically, trajectory of the, you need to zero out the object that you're arraying and maybe the curve as well. Where'd you get the models from? Piping and Engine. My models. But there is a link in the description for free asset downloads. I like that. That's okay. The shape is coming nice. I think having that edge split works really, really well. I'm okay with this. Once we fill in this section full of items and such, I think that'll build it out. I'm just don't know about this front section. Front section looks kind of cheapish, I think is the problem. It's too wide. That's why. If we bring it in much closer, let's kind of match that energy. The energy. Let's match the energy. Donkey. We're going to go like that. GX. 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 That already seems a bit better to me. I never find the part I want. See, and this is the good thing, like, because I'm using my Kitbash, Zen, who's there, because I'm using my Kitbashing set, I kind of like know pretty much all of my pieces. So I'm pretty proficient with my own set. And this is like kind of like what I say with hard ops. I mean, there's definitely talented people with hard ops. But when hard ops first came out, Master Xeon here built it specifically for kind of like his workflow. And then he was able to develop everyone else to come on his workflow journey. That's the way I look at that. Why did I say that? I don't know. Is that? Oh, that is straight. Scale Y 0? No. Whoa, someone just joined. Who was that? Fenning, welcome to the stream. Also, for those of you who are elsewhere, hey, subscribe. Trying to hit that 100,000 mark before the end of the year. Will I hit it? I don't know. But I'll give it a fair crack. Fair crack of the whip. Not feeling this. But obviously kind of like in this image here, we've got that massive cutout. And I think that's going to be the way to go. So let's pull this back. Pull this back. Yo. Oh yeah, can't select that one, you clown. It's almost like delete those faces there. Opens up his feet. GG. Crack that right open. E to extrude, Alt S to bring it in. Something like that. Scale Z0. Scale Z0. GY. Let's try and keep some consistencies on the line. Maybe to there will be a J. And then we'll bring that in a little bit, just to kind of create that bit of hole there. Yes. Yes, you should. Oh my goodness. Over at 12. I'd make it flat on the side so it can be angled. What? Someone just joined? Mizel Martinez, welcome to the stream. You mean this section here? What are we looking here? It's very flat in there. Sorry. So for those of you who don't know, I have a gaming channel with some of my friends from here, and oh boy, the group chat is the best chat. Okay, let's go. Let's go like this. Scale Y 0 GY. No, I don't like that. Should be F I. Delete this here. GX. Now we can go E to extrude. Something like that. Not feeling... Because see, technically what we would normally do is we would come in here, soften the curve, Control B, like this, and then we'll do the same over here, Control B, make it nice. But no, we're going for hard angles. So that doesn't work, does it? Unless, what if we did this, and we did this, and we did this, we did this, no, that's ugly. Undo, undo, undo. Oh, far out. I'm trying to think about how am I going to do this. I was going to post that there. Yeah, go check out that channel. Hello, did you connect those two edges without using a merge? No, I just didn't connect them yet. Oh no, so what I did is I tapped G to move, and then G again, so it follows the normals. And then I just put it in that corner. Sorry, I'm thinking. Scale x0. Let's click on these J. Scale Y0. Oh, buddy, your feet's coming through. That's no good. Just trying to have a think. How would that work? I've never import into Blender and make it blend file. Buildings are the right way up. When I add them to the asset, they become upside down. How do I correct this? Control A and apply the rotation. Also, you need to be top-down view because the object will come in from here. So if I were to go into project face and I go control, oh, that didn't work. Align target rotation, hold control. You can see it goes like that. So whatever way the building is facing from the top, that's how it's going to be planted on the surface. Check the asset in the Blender. Yeah. I'm missing something. I wonder if it's this. I wonder if it's this. Just kind of like a little shelf. F and F. Okay. That comes up into there. This can come up into here. Scale Z0. And then let's go U, U, and U, F. Does make it a bit wider. Oh, this front end. Far out. Okay, now I'm a little bit stuck on this. So I'm just trying to think what would work. So I'm just quickly going through all my Kitbashing assets. And just thinking what might work. Nothing is really ringing a bell. Panels, pipes, no. Pods, no. Ramps, no. So even if we like bring that in, it just doesn't make any sense. Well, see? See, because then that like defeats the whole dynamic purpose of this, like flat surface ship. mean, it does look gorgeous. But something has to happen here, and I just don't see it. You have to make the front like a cone, but wide. Mold the front of the cone a little bit wide and gradually. Nah, I don't. But that's the thing. I don't want a cone. I don't want a cone. So I'm just kind of like going through my parts to. We've got like the turrets here. Rotate X. Whoops. Alt R. Rotate Z 180. Do we just do something simple like this? We're like, hey, we've got these big get stuff guns on the inside. Let's go into add modifier, generate mirror modifier, and we'll do that off the main body. Looks like No Man's Sky and Scar Citizen back. Yep. The Dane Company, welcome. What's cooking? It's not cats. I'm not cooking cats. Whoa. Am I streaming on Twitch? Yes, I am. Okay, what do we got? Make it look like F-16. How long has it taken so far? I don't know. How long is streaming going for? An hour? Yeah, I don't know how long I've been streaming for. 9:45. Hour 15 is where we're at. But this front end, I hate front ends. But now that I've kind of like done this, it's given me a bit of an opening to go, right, this is what we're going to be making. Then extrude, bring them out towards and create an aligned ridge. Yeah. What if? What if by chance we go like this? Drop a sub. Thank you. I appreciate that. Trying to hit that 100,000 mark. Hopefully before the end of the year. Okay. Because I kind of want to delete these faces. Then this opens. Because then we can move these in. GG. GG. C. I hate guns. Dogs, you catch the new features. Yeah, no, I haven't really studied the new features in Blender. I'm still not even using the features in 4. Who just subscribed? Crit, thank you. I really appreciate that you said that. Thank you. Boom Diar, good morning from Brazil. I love that song. It used to be a Discovery Channel theme song. Do we want guns there? That's the other question. I actually quite like the guns there. I think that's great. Oh, actually, maybe what we could do now then, if we go into greebles, and then we start lacing some stuff in. Let's go Alt-R, Alt-G, so it resets the location and the rotation. Let's go something like this. Maybe we can hide a bit of the mesh. So we've got that. Okay. All right. Okay. We're cooking with gas now. Let's put you in there. Rotate ZZ 108. Rotate ZZ 180. Rotate ZZ 180. Put that back. Put you back where you belong. And then we'll select this. Copy to selected. But it's still the fact that we have this problem. See ya. Thanks, buddy. Flamethrower. Thanks, Matt Thomas. 5.0 will not backwards compatible with the previous version of Blender. Yes. So that's going to be interesting. Yes, thank you for popping by, Crits. Who was that? Matt Thomas, welcome. Welcome. Thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate it. You haven't seen me before. Oh, gosh. I've been around for years. Yeah, I've been here for a while. Maybe let's do an F. Shift D, P, separate by selection. Select that plate. Select, there it is. Alt S. Okay. That did not work. Actually, Alt S. Bring that up. Solidify modifier. Solidifier. And then we'll increase the size a bit. Shift N. I hate you so much. Something like that. I have ideas. Even thickness. Okay. Then from here, we apply. Then I come in and go delete and delete faces. So now we've got this edge here. Add modifier, generate, do another solidify modifier. That now gives us a boundary to work with. Let's just go GZ. I'm going to pull that back down a bit. Make that 0 on the even thickness. Now we've kind of got a border. So this is kind of like what's holding it in place, this like box area. Then I can now select that. E to extrude along the y-axis, scale Y 0. And now we've kind of closed that section off. Does that work? I think so. But there is work that needs to be done. And then if we kind of go into render mode, we have a look. That'll clean up a bit. And so if we've got this ship, and then if we have a look at our other ship, small ship, so they're roughly the same size, which is great. And they are two different ships. I actually really like this. I think this is good. Daylight savings messing with my brain time. It's 11 p.m. at the moment. Normally I think it would be 10. No, I was in Adelaide. I was in Adelaide last week. Activate the cavity. No, I hate cavity. But I can. I'm originally from Adelaide. Many 18 years ago. But now I be in Canberra. Where is it? Drop down. Oh, no, you have to go in solid mode. Then the drop down. Then cavity. Yeah, right, that looks way better. Okay. I like this. The shape is looking good. I have a feeling, though, that this might be a bit too busy. J. Damn, we get that nice line. Perfect. I'll buy that for $1. Merge by distance. Let's go that way. What, that one? Merge by distance. Ah, Ach, lade. I think I poopy cuckered this now. I've gone too deep. Delete vertice. U to U. U to U. Right click. F. Right click. Subdivide. F. So we are trying to go for like firm panels. I think it needs to be rounded. I do think we need to pull that out a bit. And that'll just make it a bit cleaner. Yep. And then let's get rid of this face here. GG. F, merge by distance. Does seem somewhat cleaner, which is what we're after. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, that's looking great. Let's maybe move that vertice there. Then we've got a nice line that goes through there. What the heck is that? Pull you down to there, merge by distance. Did you see CitizenCon Direct? No, I haven't. Oh, gosh. I want base building to come through on Star Citizen. That's the big thing that I want. Ship it. How about having a greeble on the back wall of the guns that fills in the section? Yeah. Yes, we will. I will put that in. I think what we might even just do is like put in something like this. Let's make sure it's sitting at 0, 0. I mean, 0 on the X. And then that'll come in like so. Whoops, that ship's still there. Go away. There we go. And so that gives, what the? That'll give us that. I like how this is overlapping. I don't like that. Yes, I'm down with that. Pops out a little bit, that's okay. I think here we can probably come in and add in some extra cabling. Actually, what if we get staffed? Get in there. What if we did this and then we scaled that down? And then we got kind of like this tube coming through. Rotate Y 180. There we go. GY, and I want to mirror modify that one. Copy to selected. Perfect. Rotate Y, X, something like that. So if we have a look, this obviously, this isn't the right material. This isn't the proper material. We're doing something different, but it was more just a placeholder for now. It's looking snazzy. From here, let's go, Porto, save. Let's now just quickly close this out. I'm going to press U, and U is a F, you're a F, you're a F, you're a F. And then we'll select our windows, P separate by selection. The windows now get rid of the solidify modifier, so now it's sitting in there a little bit. Alt S. I hate you. Scale that, scale that, scale that, and scale that. Then I think we've got glass material somewhere. If we go into here and I just put in glass. I don't know which one it is. Matte glass. This one here. Copy material to selected. What are we looking at? Not bad. Grunge is too much. I don't care right now. Like I said, we're just putting in there. Try shade smooth. No, shade smooth is going to look ugly. See? I'm specifically designing this to be flat surface. I mean, technically we might even come in and throw in a bevel, bevel. But actually, we probably will keep the bevel. But yeah, we've designed it specifically to have that B2, B52, B2, the bomber, stealth bomber. I have a challenge for you, R3D. Create an animated 3D style billboard like you see. Oh, don't. Spooky. Here. Guess what I was doing all day? Well, in between stuff. Create. I was trying to think about these things. I was trying to think of dashboards. How cool would it be to animate a dashboard? Like, that would be awesome. Obviously down here. But yeah, I already was thinking about that. So challenge accepted. I'm on to you. But yes. Okay, I like that. This is coming out quite nice. I'm going to grab everything. Actually, we'll just grab these 3 pieces. Shift D. Move junk. I don't want to see it. I'm intrigued now. What is this going to look like if we start splitting it up a little bit? So if we start picking up pieces, crud. That's annoying. Here to here, J. Let's do that again. Excuse me. Still recovering from that stupid ear infection. Yeah, almost blew my eardrum, which is awesome. Aeroplanes. Yes. Okay, let's just trial this first before we get too carried away. But the goal here is to split this up. So if I do a Control B, delete faces. Okay? So we've done a cut. We're going to add in a solidify modifier now. That needs to come above. Make it a little bit thick. So I think I've made the cut a little bit too strong, which is fine. What if we went V to rip? Don't like that. Control B, delete faces. Now we're going to generate solidify modifier. Now we make that a little bit thicker. What does that look like? Nothing has really changed because we don't really see those lines. So, which is fine. It's fine. Just for funsies, what does DreamUV look like on this? So DreamUV is a kind of way of... Oh, that's fine. Is a way of texturing using kind of like a thing like this. Perfect, good. DreamUV, where are you? There are too many add-ons. Yeah. There we go. And we'll go hotspot. It worked. Great. Just going through my colors, I reckon. Plastic worn. Ooh. All right, we got some problems. What's that? Okay. All right, we're cooking with gas. Let's do it. Oh, okay, let's hotspot this one. No, actually, let's chop this up first. I want to go there, there, and there. V to rip. And all I'm going to do is now copy that. Oh, actually, no, I've got to copy here to here. Bevel. Bevel? Copy to selected. Nice. I think this needs to be like 0.01. 0.002. That'll now give us that. Let's go UU, copy material to selected. Jeez. That's looking schmick. Do I got a black metal. Yes, delightful, says the Batman. Hotspot. UV. That there. We want to go bevel. Copy to selected. And then you become black as well. That's good. Me like it. Me like it a lot. Do you prefer Twitch or YouTube streaming? YouTube all the way. Obviously, because I got an audience here. On Twitch, I got nothing. I got like, oh, someone just left. I got 4 viewers, where here on YouTube, I've got 31 on the horizontal and only 22 on the vertical. But still, yeah, I got plenty. I got a lot more views on here. Oh. So, what a correct bounce particle waves based on Duck 3D is going to go on and watch that kind of stuff. Yeah, he's pretty good. He knows his stuff. Shark facts: sharks only attack people who are wet. Sharks never go bald. They just go a little fin on the top. My friend tried to dig up some water. I think he means well. It's the only one I can remember. There's a dime-sized spot radar can see. All right, I like this. We are cooking with gas. Now, I don't want to say out of laziness. H to hide. But steel. 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 Shift D. Make sure we move it into the new collection of small ship. Nope. Move it into collection. Okay. And then we're going to hide the small ship. And so let's get him into the seat. And we'll fix all this up now. Okay. Hide. We've still got to do a lot of work to the back. Whoa. Control I, delete faces. Hang on. What's going on here? Even thickness? Uh-oh. All right, that was good to pick up on. So let me just quickly now start fixing up all this stuff. See? Oh, gosh. Oh, golly gosh. I get stuffed. You know what? Oh, actually, let's just clear this out first. Delete edge loops. Get stuff. What the heck was that? Delete. Oh, edge loops. GG. Scale Z0, scale Y0. and then bring that down, E to extrude, and then that'll be the interior of the ship. Actually, maybe we can put something else behind there. Let's go E to extrude. I'm just trying to block out the cockpit now. And then this will be kind of like our interior. So let's do another edge loop about there. GG. Perfect. GG. Bring that down. Now I can go delete vertice. And we have that. Let's go GY. That doesn't work, which is fine. So we'll put an edge loop through here. Just trying to close off this space. GG. Can't see. I think that's about right. Yep. That. We've got an F. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And then here we can just go E to extrude along the x-axis. That closes that off. If I do here to here, F? Nope. What's the way to go? E to extrude along the x-axis. Select all, merge by distance. And that is all fixed. Awesome. Control S to save. Serial curve. Is this Blender? Yes. No, it's not for a game. It's for an animated web series that I've been working on for quite some time. However, I'm taking my sweet time in making it. Don't ask. I'm not lying. Full transparency. Why is this not sitting in the middle? You're joking. Goodness. It's not sitting in the middle. You idiot. 0. Okay, let me just fix all this up real quick. There we go. Pull that back. Nice, 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 nice. Great. Love it. Everything is sitting in there where it should be. Let's come into this piece. It's on face project, which is awesome. That can go there. That can go there. That can go there. And there's one more piece somewhere. User, G, hold control. And it slides into there. Awesome. Lovely jublies. Oh, delightful. Oops. I don't... This will have to fix up, I reckon. Is the chair in the middle? Chair is not in the middle. 0. 0. Then we can kind of build that up some more. Oh, my legs. Oh. I was not out of laziness. Wife bought me a metal detector. Perfect. I went out with it straight away, got a ping. I had to dig down 6 feet before I realized I was wearing steel toe cap boots. Love it. Wanted to turn unstructured data into actionable business insights. What? How are the pyramids made? Sasquatch, Loch Ness, monsters. Marcus web series. Yep, shut up. Okay. I will take that. I will take that. Alt H. Delete that. And delete that. And if we have a look... It's actually looking really nice. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's come back into here. Let's work on this bit. Now, I'm not being concerned about landing gears or anything in this one. And I'm not making any windscreen wipers. Scream my deletion. I'm not making any windscreen wipers. All right. There was a reason why I was saying that. Not making any windscreen wipers. Landing gears. Yes, because this is for the first shot in the animation. So we're going to have these two ships battling it against each other. And so that is the idea. Alt R. Is this what I want? Yes, that is good enough. That is good enough. Let's plop that into there. That looks great. Great! A little bit more in, please. GY. Something like that. That looks good. This all here. Nope. You. Am I missing a piece? Nope. Got everything. Control J to join. Let's now add in that mirror modifier. Generate mirror modifier. Mirror modifier. Put that on the body. That gives us that. Bam, bam. Loving the shape. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking schmick. The pyramids were built by a highly advanced civilization. Why didn't they use carbon nanotubes instead of rock? Live stream of Markham making one. We did. We did. And it was one of the best streams I've ever done. Okay. What have we got? So I like this, I like this, I like this. I think that's great. I don't like that divot. What if we did a J through there? Oh, wait. That doesn't work per se. That is... Alright, that is looking good. That is looking good. I think this is where once we put in some like decals and such, I think that's when we might be cooking with gas. Or some branding or something. Branding. We need some branding. Okay, what can we throw on? We'll throw on some of these pieces. What? Is this all... Oh, crud. Oh, no, it's fine. Weird. Why did it do that? Let's try again. There we go. Let's go control. Why are you not snapping? You are the chosen one. Are you? Oh, yeah, that's fine. Rotate ZZ. Rotate ZZ 180. Shift D. And then we'll just slap on a few of these things. What else we got? I haven't made decals for a while. I probably should. Do we have anywhere we can? Tell me true. If I go now, D. No, I can't do that. Let's go. Add modifier, generate, shrink wrap modifier, deform, shrink wrap modifier. Click on that, and I want to be able to project negative. Awesome. Let's go add modifier, mirror. And we do it on the body. That gives us that. Awesome. And then you can kind of see how just adding in a few little things can hopefully give us a little bit of extra details. Make that as flat as possible there. Let's do it again. Bring it up. Add modifier, generate, deform, shrink wrap, that thing, project, project negative and positive. Ah. Oh no, it's fine. No, it's not. What the? Why are you being a poo-poo head? Well, I can go right click. What if I did this? J. Hate you. What if we did... oh, somebody just joined. Who else we got? Hassan, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Oh, whoops. Select all. Subdivide. GG. 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 What is wrong with you, you jerk? Shift N. What? I understand. Project on surface, X and Y. Doesn't want to do this. I know that. Let's do offset a little bit. Offset. Sure, whatevs. So we'll do that. Where's it bending? Okay, well, what if we did this and this and this? J. Did that flatten you out so you were a little bit better? Let's go. Nope. Nope. This one here. 0.005. Control A, apply scale. Control A. Easy. Okay, we'll do it this way. Through there. Through there. GZ. There we go, fix that. Sponsor logos. Yeah, that's kind of like the idea that I was having. Pyramids. Great timing. Let's go just into D. Do I have any text that I've created? No, can't use that one. I'm just going to use this one. Got it from somewhere. And then we go D. I'm just going to go project. Beautiful. Ooh. It's hot. Hot. Hang on. I'm just going to quickly grab that. Oh, my legs are killing me. Decal. The heck? Decal. There we go. There we go. Let's click on that. There we go. Let's put that into there. Joshua, welcome to the stream. Hope you're being fantastic. From here, add modifier, generate mirror. Generate mirror. We can see here that it's mirrored it really weird. It's fine. Actually, click on the body. Okay. If we come down into data, mirror UV. Perfect. That's now given us that. I'm just going to quickly slap on some other ones. Noise. We'll leave that one there. D. What else we got? Something nice and quick. What's that? Oop. My belly just made an interesting sound. That is looking sick. Generate mirror modifier. Then we come down to data, mirror UV. That's going hard. Is that enough? Oh, okay, we need something in there. So I know we're going to go into greeble plates. Let's go you. Copy to selected. That's now giving us extra in there. Bam, 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 bam. That's looking delish. That's looking delish. At the end of the day, when we're starting to think about how we're going to be animating this, that's good. Everything's going to be fast moving, so I'm kind of like, smash that out. User, hello. Thought clicking on that link was going to cost me money. No. But for those of you who are around, you should be going to Gaming in the Can as well. Check them out. And make sure you subscribe to that channel. I like that. This could be better, I reckon. I mean, I've made the glass very dark, so I don't really have to worry about the insides too much. Is there a subscriber? Yeah, there we go. Stuart, welcome to the stream. Thank you for hitting subscribe. I don't know where I was going with that. I'd be happy with this. I just want to get rid of the character now. Okay, collection. Tell you now, I could probably go a Zinger Burger. Copy. If I do this, let me just quickly update something. Nope, not that one. Redirect. All right, awesome. This is one of my favorite. Yeah, and we built it pretty much all on stream as well, which I'm pretty chuffed about. It does look pretty deadly. Okay, sorry. Let's. I'm just gonna hide that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Camera can go away. Oh, that's what I was doing. Let's go into Kevin. Kevin? Where are you situated? There you are. Right click, delete hierarchy because we don't want him. And we will delete hierarchy there as well. We are going to go here. This one is going to be small fighter scene 1. Just so I've got everything. Decals. We can move decals into small fighter. Junk we can get rid of now. Delete hierarchy. Here, let's move all that into small ship fighter scene 1. And then if we now do a bit of a comparison between the two. Now one of them we built a while back on stream. It's not bad. I like it. Let's throw a HDRI on. Excuse me. Excusez-moi. Do I have like a studio? Love a studio one. Sure, let's drop that. Ah, darn it. I'm doing a 1K, 4K. Ugh. HDRIs. Huh. I wonder what that'll be. That's one of my favorites. Yeah. In my case, it's more hate than spite and love. I think these two ships going at it will be delish. I'm just going to throw in sun lamp. I'm just going to throw in a sun lamp. Sun lamp. It's going to bump it up to like 10. I do like these engines. I think they're great. They're great. Engine glow. Let's go 50. Just for the fun of it. It's not bad. Let's go Shift A camera control numpad. And we will just check this out. 128.03 performance, persistent data, light paths 411 10 F12. Oh, F12. Just have a looky see what it actually look like as rendered. Oh, hello computer. Decided to come to the party. We got this. I think, yeah. We've got two different ships. Two different styles of ships. And this is exactly what we want. I am okay with this. I am happy. I'm done. Like and subscribe. Tutorials are coming up. What am I saying? Yeah. So I got a few videos coming out. I haven't recorded them yet, but I will tomorrow, hopefully. But yes, thank you for the support. 2-hour stream. Great stream. Tell your friends. Help me get to that 100,000 mark. Jump over to Gaming in the Can. I might pop over there and say hi to Cad. But there will be more streams coming. I guarantee that. So screw you, Spooky. I would do it.